The internet claims you're 6'4". Have you ever lied about your height to make yourself seem taller than you are?
No, I don't think so.
That is a lie.
After my first growth spurt, I remember that all these people kept asking me, like, Austin, how tall are you? How tall are you? How tall are you? And I was maybe like 6'3", 6'4" at the time. And I remember this question being so frustrating to me because I remember at the time, I'm like, why does it matter what height I am specifically? And once I was tall enough, I was just like, you know what? I'm tall. Like, I really don't even care about the specifics. But people are so freaking critical about the specifics. And nowadays, even tall guys are lying specifically about their height. Someone's 6'2", literally saying he's 6'6". So today, I'm exposing some of the biggest people who are currently lying about their height. Let's get it. I want to remind you guys to join my school. First of all, I've got over 10 hours of private content, looks magazine, high growth masterclass, private VIP calls with me and all of my students. It's the best school of self-improvement. Right now, it's only $19, down from $55. Link is in the description. The first person I'm going to expose is actually my friend, Connor Murphy. Now, online, people are actually saying that he is 6'1", although I believe he is a different height, so he is going to be first up. Now, the 6'1", I'm not sure exactly where this comes from. Connor used to do a lot of bodybuilding shows, things like this, and being shorter at a higher weight is actually going to be more impressive for proportions, for everything whenever it comes to the bodybuilding world. So being shorter is actually going to be more advantageous. But now, on video, he has himself said that he is much closer to 6'3", and he even likes the way that 6'2" sounds more than 6'3", just like right here.
I say I'm 6'2" because I think 6'2" is the perfect height, but to be honest, I'm closer to 6'3".
Now, whenever we show up this clip of him height norming brutally a normie, I can instantly recognize this as something that the average person just really cannot do, man. Even if you're 6'1", 6'2", 6'3", that aggressive of height mogging is difficult to do unless you are very tall. Now, this is whenever I really think that Connor has not been 100% truthful with his height. This photo of him with John Skywalker, where John Skywalker claims 6'4", and I believe that John Skywalker is 6'4". He is about eye level, the exact same height as John Skywalker. And then another photo of him with Jesse James West. Now, Jesse James West is listed between 6'1" and 6'2", but then a lot of sources say he's closer to his real height, being 5'10" to 5'11". Now, even with that, this photo of Connor is aggressively, once again, height mogging Jesse James West. And it's not just like a 6'1" versus 5'10" difference. Like, that is a pretty aggressive height difference. And obviously, Brett Maverick claims 6'3", and once again, Connor Murphy height mogs Brett Maverick, like in this photo as well. And then here is obviously me and Connor Murphy standing side by side. A lot of people use any collaboration with me and Connor Murphy as a way to disprove my height, when in reality, it should actually prove my height more. So Connor Murphy, 100%, if Celeb Heights did an actual rating on him, I would think that he'd be pegged at 6'4". 6'4" in that ballpark is going to be close. It's going to be my assumption for Connor. So I think he's actually lying downwards in this scenario. MrBeast claims 6'5", but I think that he's closer to 6'2". Now, this is a Celeb Heights assumption as well as a lot of other people's assumption as well. Like, he's been saying he's 6'5". He used to claim 6'4", 6'4.5" recently, and then now 6'5". I don't know what it is, man, because once you are tall, I think it should be good enough. I think there's no reason to inflate your height, because once we're all just height inflating, nobody knows what to believe anymore. Now, The Rock is definitely 100% 6'2". I think just about every single person knows this. He's obviously been claiming 6'5" for a while, but here is MrBeast next to The Rock. And I'm going to get into The Rock in this video as well, but here's MrBeast next to The Rock, and they are about eye level, meaning that MrBeast should be about the same height as The Rock. Now, Chris Godwin is listed at 6'1", is only slightly shorter than MrBeast. And obviously on celebheights.com, they have MrBeast at 6'2" and roughly a half. And then all of the assumptions on his height, for people looking at his height versus celebrities with confirmed heights, things like this, also confirm his height should be around 6'2.5" in this ballpark. So, MrBeast, I'm sorry, my guy, but you are not 6'5", bro. One of the craziest recent hype frauds I have seen is from this musician named Somber. Now, it seems like a marketing stunt. Like, he's been saying he is 6'7" everywhere, all over social media, TikTok, everything.
Jane, how tall are you? Be for real. I'm 6'7".
Maybe it's just to get people to listen to his music. I don't care, man. What we're talking about is the truth of his height. Shane Fan confirmed my height to be about 197 centimeters. He was very close. Like, I thought he was the best at this, but then he confirmed Somber, who's 6'7". He confirmed him at 6'5". So even that in itself means that he is inflating by 2 inches, which I think is a little bit too much, especially if you actually are 6'5". But I think his calculations were wrong on this one. The photo that he used, the calculations that he used, I think he was off. When he did mine, it was so easy. He used the outlet and then he used a blank wall. It is hard to mess up that measurement. But with this guy, I do not think it's off because this is him standing next to MrBeast. Now, maybe MrBeast was wearing lifts on this day to where he was height mogging Somber, but whatever it is, MrBeast, the confirmed 6'2.5", like we already talked about, is taller than this guy, claiming 6'7".
I thought you were 6'7", dude.
Like, that is actually insane, man. And then them standing side by side in this video, I'll touch it here. MrBeast literally says, bro, I thought you were 6'7". And from this angle, it's very clear that they're around eye level. So this level of height frauding, 6'2" to 6'7", is actually outrageous, man. Like, that is some next level height frauding. Like, let me just say I'm 6'11" and not expect to get called out by anybody. What is sad is that most of these guys could probably become the height that they're trying to fraud if they actually did everything properly during puberty, during their young adulthood. They could have juiced out a couple other inches, just like myself. I grew 2 inches in my 20s. My subscribers are always talking about how they've grown after puberty, in their 20s, everything. Which is one reason I actually launched my company, Kayla Seek, man. I've got some of the best supplements to optimize your overall health, to boost your hormones as much as possible, to support your high growth journey. Number one is Aries Rage. Aries Rage is the best testosterone booster on the entire market. It boosts testosterone by over 37% with Tanga Elite, boron, zinc, oyster extract, everything needed to boost testosterone like crazy. And Titan Growth 2.0, which has 500 to 1,000% of all your daily required nutrients to make sure you don't have any nutrient deficiencies, because 90% of Americans are deficient in basic vitamins, minerals. When that happens, your IGF-1 human growth hormone shuts down. So you need Titan Growth 2.0, man, to optimize your high growth journey. By the way, guys, I'm opening up my coaching program. So if you want to work with me one-on-one to look like a Greek god, male model, link is in the description, man, to schedule your free consultation. Marlin obviously claims 6'5", 6'6". Like, oh, he's at the mogger height. He's so tall. He's so sexy. But my guy, I don't think he is 6'5". So first of all, there is this fan. Now this fan is roughly 6'3", 6'2". And like we've been talking about, I think a lot of people either don't measure properly or they're just trying to height fraud a little bit, man. This guy says that he's 6'3" and he met Marlin and that he was around the same height, if not taller, than Marlin himself.
Marlin's actually very short. You guys think he's like 6'7", 6'8", 6'9"? Boy, I'm taller than him! You guys have been calling me short all my life. You guys have been saying I'm 5'8", I'm 5'9". Boom, look at this picture. As you guys can see from this picture, I'm taller than him. I'm 6'3", while he's 6'.
The clip is right here. That is going to be pretty crazy. And obviously, MrBeast coming up again. He is about the same height as 6'2.5". MrBeast. Last but not least, he was listed on a website where he was modeling some clothing. They listed him at 6'1". Now, here's the thing about modeling, man. They will deflate your height as much as they can. But if they're saying 6'1", this means that you are coming down from a height that isn't outrageous. Because if you are 6'5", like he is saying, they are going to say that you are 6'3", maybe 6'4" sometimes. Like, they will never say that you are 6'1". Like, that is crazy. 6'1" is probably coming from a 6'2.5", 6'3" max, like that ballpark. So, the question for Marlin is that he is 6'3", trying to claim 6'5", which isn't that crazy, but still, man, like, there's no reason to lie. Obviously, The Rock claims that he's 6'5". He has always claimed this. This dude is 100% about 6'2", 6'2.5". Celebheights.com has confirmed this. According to their assumptions. Here is The Rock standing next to a professional athlete who, by the way, most of these athletes' heights are pretty much confirmed. They get measured for this sort of stuff. This guy's 6'2". The Rock obviously is about eye level with this guy. And there's so many instances of this, like him standing next to John Cena, who's like 6'2". Like, just about any 6'2" guy, The Rock is always just eye level with this guy. The last guy that really just kind of grinds my gears is the new Superman actor. This guy claims 6'4", which isn't crazy, but then there was a TikTok saying, oh, he lied about his height. He's actually 6'5", and he lied to get roles in Hollywood because he's even taller than that. This could not be further from the truth, man. The biggest thing is watch the movie. He's the exact same height as Nicholas Hoult. Throughout the movie, all the press tour, they are literally eye to eye almost all of the time. And Nicholas Hoult himself has said he is 6'2". He says he's gone to the doctor, he is 6'2". Here's this clip of them talking about height in a interview after the new Superman movie. David Cornsweet at the highest would be 6'2.5", so potentially he could claim 6'3", just to be generous. But 6'4", like he is claiming, that's just kind of straight up lying. That's height frauding at that point, man. But that's it. That's it. Subscribe if you're new. I love you guys with all my heart. Peace.